Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Internet Computer or ICP because quite a few folks have some questions on it, and they think it's some people are being told that it's a dying project and it's not going to go anywhere. Um, I don't know what's going on with it. I'll tell you what's going on with the charts though. Okay, so one thing about the this asset ICP Internet Computer. By the way, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Be really appreciated. Okay, I investigated it. In my opinion, just based off the charts, Internet Computer is in the bottom forming process. One, it's you can see right here this whole area that it's in. This is a bottom forming process, guys. Not a bear market bounce, as some claim, because if it was a bear market bounces are very aggressive usually, guys. They get everybody bullish again. You'd feel exuberance, excitement. So, like, if this was some sort of bounce, let's say, this over here is an A wave, came down for a B wave, and it's ripping over here into a bounce, it would be ripping, guys. It wouldn't be struggling. Bottom forming processes are a struggle. They're a struggle. Okay. The struggle to get out of there. If this was like some sort of A and coming down for a B, I would assume, and maybe my assumption would be wrong, this would have ripped way higher up there, guys, like that, a lot faster. Okay. So I don't, I looked a little bit into the project. Actually, the fundamentals of ICP are actually pretty darn good. Okay. Now, the other thing is, too, just with this crash, you have to realize that this massive crash that it went on from May of 21, more or less, guys, has been in this downtrend. This is going to stop a lot of people from just not entering into it just based on that. They're like, look at this, and this is no good. Okay. Now, it should be retracing this whole leg. This is one big retrace. It should be at a minimum retracing this leg, guys. So sometime, I still have these targets over here for ICP, $15, $17. Now, are you going to get a 10x, 20x, or anything out of this? Hey, probably not in 2023. Okay. It's just keeping it real. So, more or less it's going to have problems in this area and then getting through here. But, at some point in the future, maybe 2024, if you ever see it start, working on this area right in over here, okay, then it's going to be, it'll be able to shoot up really good at that point, guys. But that's a long time down the road. It's a little speculative, okay. So, but here's the thing with the downtrend. So this downtrend is May of 21. Most of the cryptos, so their timing was bad, okay. Their timing was terrible. They came out with their project when most of crypto peaked. Okay. Most of cryptocurrencies, they peaked in May of 21, not November 21, like Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin November 21. Bitcoin peaked. It had a third wave thrust. Okay. Right here in February of 21. Okay. So ICP came out at the top. They came out at the top. That's what I don't like about projects. People love their project. They're in it. They're developers, and they pay no attention to the trends at all. They just think, "Hey, my project's great. I can throw it out anytime I want, man, and things gonna blast off." Didn't work for ICP, and they had a lot of money behind their project, guys. And like I said, it's a pretty decent project. If you look at it, it's not that bad. It really isn't. It's pretty decent, actually. So so it's just a downtrend, came out, boom, it's down here, and it's in a bottom forming process. Okay. So, like I said, the thing here. Now, here's the other thing is too, I'll put this together, ICP, right? So most of the cryptos peaked in February to May of 21. MicroStrategy, definite proxy of Bitcoin. When did it peak? February 21. Bitcoin peaked here February 21. That's why this is debate what went on here, guys, with Bitcoin. Okay. So is Bitcoin going up into a fifth wave? Nobody knows the answer to it, guys. But I'll tell you this. This is what I'll say about Bitcoin. If this wave is a 1-2, if this is a 1-2 wave, we don't know. I don't know 100%. I can't ever know 100% sure. Anybody's telling you it's on a 4-year cycle. They don't know for sure. Anybody who's a smart investor or trader are keeping their eyes peeled for potential what's going on. Okay. What's going on. Okay. a real investor or trader, whatever, you guys probably know the difference between investor and trader. Okay, a little bit different, but Bitcoin, if you bought down here and you're holding it for the long term, you're an investor. And if you're going in and out of here, you're a trader. But here's the thing. If this is a 1-2, guys, and we don't know for sure, but you have a good shot. This is going probably up into a fifth wave, in my opinion, because here's your third wave. And then all of cryptos, think about this. I know I'm going off on tangent and going to ICP. All the cryptos peaked over here, but Bitcoin was in this flat move and then it ripped off this wave. And, most of the people are like, it's a fifth wave. It's done. This is a second wave correction. And now it's going up into a wave. It's going to crash over here. And then it's blast off season over here in 2024. Okay. Is that possible? That's definitely on the table. It's definitely on the table. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure what's going on over here. Okay. But I got my eyes peeled for a potential thrust. Now, here's the thing. This is important. This is important for all of crypto, because if it's going up into that wave, guys, this over here is going to be probably worse than that. Okay. Because it's going to be correcting this whole thing. It's going to correct this whole thing right here, instead of just this. Okay. So that's why you want to keep that in the back of your mind and don't assume, oh yeah, man, it's going up, it's going to correct, and then we're going in a 4-year cycle. Because one, you know how many people have missed this and now they're looking for entries. People are saying, hey, where do I enter in? I'm like, look, it should have been down here. Even over here was a better entry. Okay. You had to go through all this, enter in right here. You got a second shot possibly right now with Bitcoin in this section to maybe get into another wave up there too, guys. So that I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't know if it's this. I don't know if it's going to be this 100%. But if it is this, you have to be aware of what can happen over here, guys. If this is a fourth wave correction, this would be the correction of the fourth wave. Okay, so it corrected this leg. So it corrected this leg. And it's over here. But if it's going up like this, guys, now it's correcting all of this. Okay. That's why it's important to keep your eyes peeled for that. So, okay, I went off on a tangent. ICP is over here. ICP. Let's go back to internet computer. Okay. So here's the deal with internet computer, guys. I looked at it a little bit closer. And I think, in my opinion, there's a lot of people that are either whales or people that are interested in this just by looking at the waves. That's why I blasted up into this flat. If you take a look at it, I'll break this down. So you got a 5-wave move. I don't think this is a flat. This went way, way too high. I think this is a fifth wave blow off. That's why all the volume came in right there. I doubt that ICP made a ABC here, like ABC, only to do another flat over here to come back right down over here. It makes no sense to me, guys, to do that. So what I'm saying is that what ICP did is a 1, 2, 3. Here's the flat right here in this area. It did a flat move and then went up for a fifth in this third wave. I would take this off. I'll show you. I did this before to show you this is not a 5-wave move. It's a 3-wave move. If you put it on a line chart, you can see right in the middle, A, B, C. It's a 3-wave move. That's how I know this is probably a 5. Okay. So I'm going to leave it on a line chart. It looks a bit cleaner. So this right here, if you go to, I'll break this down for you right here, guys. So it's pretty straightforward. You go into like a 4-hour chart, you can see here's your third wave move right here. 1, 2, 3, flat, 4, 5, right? And then another 3, 3, boom, over here. Okay. There's your flat. And then right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Up that way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Okay. So you have a move off the bottom. You have a move off the bottom with ICP. You have either an A or a 1, 2. A 1, 2, okay? Because it went up in this 5, back in 3, and ended right there, okay? You had a strong buy signal on ICP right there, guys. And so far, it wasn't right. It was correct. The signal was strong right here on ICP for boom, doing that. But it's in an extended correction. So this whole deal right here is becoming a mess. Now, this right here is another impulse move up. But then it came back 3, 3, and then you got this flat that went way up here. The reason you know it's a flat, if you take a look at the RSI, you see how high it went? You see how high it went? It went really, really high, guys. Okay. Like it's a trick. It's a trick right there. So it went 333 right here up into this 5. And if ICP finishes correction right there, this is actually pretty bullish. It's a running flat. A, B, C. And it could have, guys. Or it might be up and come back around and might do another one over here. As long as ICP maintains $4.59 more or less, it's more than likely going to be bullish, guys. But it just matters. This wave right here is so wimpy compared to the rest of this over here. So is it going to be A, and then it went through all of this, B to do a C back up here? I'm looking at the cryptos. It seems like they want to go up. They want to do up like this, okay? Now, if you're uber bullish, then you have your wave pattern right here like this. Here's your 1, okay? Here's a 2, and then it's in the process of making its 3, okay? And then if you're uber bullish, then this over here would be your 1. This could be a 2. That would be uber bullish, okay? Gonna have to wait to see how that plays out, guys, okay? So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you like ICP struggling to get off the bottom. You do have a bottom like, you know, I'm seeing a lot of this pattern in some other cryptos. I was looking at Rose, same thing, but you have kind of like a strange looking inverted head and shoulders pattern being formed here potentially. And maybe that could be the neckline and then it's off. And I checked it, that does hit like these areas 14 plus. Over here is where I'd just be paying attention to see what's going on, guys. If this is A, B, C, then, you know, you'd have a pattern right here of a 3-wave move and then a 3-wave move, and then it'll probably do another 3-wave move back over here. So now you're going to go, well, now your pattern's like this, okay? The second wave, right? So your whole second wave would be like this, okay? Let's say boom, boom, right? And now you're like, okay, well, now this has taken all this time of 120 days, which is not unreasonable. If you think about that, guys, it's not unreasonable. That can happen. But the second waves are just taking their time to form a base to go in either to a C wave or a third wave, okay? The bulls want this to be a third wave, and it very well could be. It very well could be, guys. If this is A, B, C, then it's going to be correcting back over here, right, to come back down here again. So that's pretty bearish. I don't think that it's going to do that. I'm more in favor of this is going to be a third wave, in my opinion, okay? So one of the things I want to let you guys know, when they're working on a bottom, sometimes they struggle to get out of there, okay? I'm going to show you an example of that. I showed that on some other videos. So you come over here to Veracity, right? You see this whole section right here? This whole section on Veracity took, before it started ripping, was 553 days. 553 days. How long is that? 553. That's over a year. Over a year. And it was in here. And you can see like this section right here, this is a flat. You see that hammer? I call it a hammer. Like it goes up into this wave and it came back down and then bam, just like that. Okay. But this whole thing is a flat right here, guys. Okay. Let's say 1 and then back in 3, 3, 5. So from here to here, it's a flat and it made a base. Okay. It made a base right in this section. So, and then it started working its wave and it came back down. But look at this whole section that was in, right? That's what some of these cryptos are doing right now, except on a smaller scale, guys. And imagine all the people that were in here that gave up and then they missed that. They gave up. I mean, it's not a good use of your capital, but the thing is that finding the exact time it's going to do that can be very, very difficult, guys. Now, I'm not saying ICP is going to do that, but you want to be aware of something like that, guys, okay? That this could happen where it's just taking its time to build a base and then it finally gets out of there, okay? Just have to see what's going to go on in these areas. I'm just looking at some other cryptos, guys, and the deal is that to me, they seem like they want to go up, either in some sort of corrective move or or something like that, guys. That's how I'm looking at it. They look like they want to go up. They look like they want to go up. Like here's look at Gala, right? Here's Gala. Am I on my chart? That's not my chart. Let me go to my other chart. So here's Gala, right? So take a look at Gala, up into a wave, and then it made a nice flat right in the middle. That's like a perfect flat right there. It looks like it wants to do at least one of these over here. Gala looks like that. What's another coin I was looking at doing something like that? I think it was Matic. Matic, same thing, guys. Matic looks like it wants to rip over here too. Okay, it wants to rip over there too, and Near Protocol is kind of the same way. It made this goofy flat move over here too. See, they're all making the same pattern, just a little bit different. This 3, 3, 5. Okay, over here. So that's how I'm looking at it with the all these right here, guys. So here's Vietcoin. Vietcoin did the same thing. It made this, ripped off a wave here, and it came back down 3 and then 5, and it looks like it's in the midst of another flat. So all these coins, man, are telling me what they're telling me is they're just having this hard time struggling to get out of there, guys. That's the deal with it. Okay. GBTC, it's a proxy of Bitcoin. If this goes up, GBTC will go up. There's its trend, right? The trend that it just did here on the daily, look at that. It came down and corrected everything in the trend. This asset, this right here could be more bullish than people realize, guys. That could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is an impulsive move. Here's an impulsive move. Impulsive move. Is this 1, 2, 1, 2? It very well could be. If that's a 1, 2, 1, 2, that thing's going to rip at some point. It's going to rip out of there. It's going into a 3 of 3. It's going into a 3 of 3. And you take a look at GBTC, right? So here's GBTC's chart on a weekly. Okay. Where did it peak? February 21. Just like, this is where ICP came out. ICP came out right here at the top. I mean, they timed the top. They timed the top perfectly. And then they just went through all this, and now it's over here. So I'm just waiting for this area to play out to see what's going on in there, see if that is a 1, 2, 1, 2. Very well could be. Very well could be, guys. Still inverse head and shoulders pattern hadn't even played out yet. I don't think so. Let me check the thing here. Yeah, that's that box. So that box is the area I'm expecting to go. Is about $20. $20 on that inverse head and shoulders pattern, guys. Right there. And it's plain as day to me. So those usually play out. Anyhow, I just want to go over that, guys. I think, the deal is that the assets, like this is impulsive. Okay, so this is impulsive. It's going up good. Bitcoin's going up good, and some of the other assets are not going so well. Like they're just struggling to get out of there. And then here's Quant, guys. Just like Quant bottom, I think it's got maybe one more leg down right here. But I mean, like, look, bottom. Here's a bottom right down here. That's 618. $2. What did it hit? It hit $1.06. Hit $1.06. And then Quant's been in this let me put it on the line chart for you guys. Quant has been in this correction for a long time. So wave correction, and that's bullish, guys. If you think about that, you just take this section, here's its wave, here's this correction, and all it did was retrace to here. If that's it, guys, that's bullish. That's bullish for Quant, in my opinion. So that's all I'm doing. Just looking at it, it's just like a struggle. It seems like these coins, man, want to go up to me. So remains to be seen. And when I mean up, not bullishly, they want to go up in like maybe like a C wave or something like that, guys, like Matic. And go over here to Matic. So Matic looks like it wants to rip that off. Put it on the back on the daily candles. It's right there. Double bottom patterns usually work out kind of like right in this area right here. Did one right there. And it just seems like to me that they want to make this move right there, guys. That's how I'm looking at it. It's Ethereum is another one. Ethereum here is, you know, this whole pattern that it did in here is very, very, very confusing. You know, because it's like it moved in here and then this whole section right here, you know, you got impulse here and you definitely got an impulse here. And then now you got something, you know, came down here, and in the daily, you know, it's all the way, it's coming down, correcting that whole section right there. And there's no divergence either between the two. That's the other thing that's confusing, you know. Here's this peak and then it went up again. You know, did it actually do a flat? Did it do a flat up there? That's what I'm wondering. Did that do actually a flat? You know, from here, A, B, C, some goofy flat. It could have done that, guys. Look at that. It looks like a flat in the RSI. That's what they look like. Just like that. So, you know, you never know. Maybe Ethereum is more bullish than people realize. Could have done that, you know. So maybe, you know, if you want to go uber bullish, man, you could go uber bullish on this thing and say, okay, here's this 1 and then the 2's over there and it's getting out of there into a 3 of 3. You know how bullish that would be if it does that, guys? That thing is going to do a moonshot. That's not going to go vertical, man, if it did that. Like vertical, like it's going to go like this. At some point, Ethereum will be like this. It'll be just going like that, if that's the case, guys. Sorry, I rambled on a little bit, guys, there. I was going on, you know, looking at the coins, you know, just saying, hey, they're going to go up. I'm long on the coins, guys, because to me, it just seems like they want to go up. They want to go up. You know, it seems strange, too, with Bitcoin. You know, I mean, maybe Bitcoin made a flat in there, too, guys. You know, look at the volume that came in here on Bitstamp. You know, you got massive volume there. Okay. This volume took out this third wave volume. This volume right here on that wave took out that volume. I know that's just one little indicator, but did Bitcoin do a flat? You know, this is too high, but it is possible. It's possible that it did a flat, or it's going to do a 3-wave move over here and it's done. Okay. That's possible, guys. So, you know, maybe they're getting ready to rip out of there. Who knows? You know, the TradFi markets, I had to go actually more bullish. I had to go more bullish on the NASDAQ, guys. I went over that. Like on the NASDAQ, I was going like less bullish. And I was explaining this in my previous video. But if the NASDAQ, think about this, guys, right here. If the NASDAQ in the middle right here fooled everybody and did a freaking flat, that's a running flat. That's like freaking bullish. That's like super bullish, man. People are going to call me out of my mind for saying that this is a running flat. There's no way, man. They're just not that common. They're just not that common. You know, I keep hearing that all the time. Running flats, man. I mean, they're go around more than people realize, especially in cryptocurrencies when they're bullish. That's why I'm bullish on quant. These assets don't make moves like that, guys, doing this. Quant right here, okay? Quant right here. Where's this move? Right here, guys. That's why I knew quant was like uber bullish. This was a flat. It did a flat move right there, guys. A running flat. Went down in 3, up in 3, and it came down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. I didn't take that out. Boom. Hit it right there and ripped that off. That right there is a running flat. So you got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's this third wave, right? And went through all of this. And boom, it ripped off that 5th wave. So if quant is pulling off running flats, and then quant over here, if you think about this, guys, is ripping off a wave over here, right? Here, this wave, and then it went down over here, back over here, and now it's over here like this, only to right here. What's this? This is a 4th wave area. This is a 4th wave area, guys. Where's it correcting to? Where they like to correct to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct previous 4th waves. It's a buy. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.